The United States is made up of 50 individual states, and every single one of them is best at something. And as you saw from the title of the video, we will be revealing what all 50 states are best in. But before we begin, if you're new here, please consider subscribing, because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can keep making videos like this. So if you do choose to subscribe, thank you. Starting off our video in alphabetical order with Alabama. Alabama is the best state at college football. The Alabama Crimson Tide have won 18 national championships, with 13 of those being in the modern poll era. Alaska. Alaska is the best state if you want to experience the great outdoors. From Glacier Bay to Mount Denali, Alaska contains the largest amount of land set aside as national parks. Arizona. Even though Florida may be nicknamed the Sunshine State, Arizona is statistically the sunniest state. In fact, the sunniest place in the world, Yuma, Arizona, has a 90% chance of sun every day. Arkansas. Arkansas's Crater of Diamonds State Park is one of the only public diamond mining sites in the world where the public can mine themselves. Over 50,000 diamonds have been mined in the history of the park, with the biggest coming in at over 40 carats. California. With a GDP of $3.8 trillion, California has the best GDP of any state. 53 out of the Fortune 500 companies' headquarters are located in California, and California is so big that if it was its own country, it would have the 5th largest economy of any country in the world. Colorado. Colorado is the best state for being fit. Colorado tops the list of the most physically active states with low obesity rates and some of the fittest residents. Connecticut. According to U.S. News, Connecticut ranks #1 in college readiness. Connecticut has a big emphasis on education, which is proven by its top ranking in college readiness. Delaware. Delaware is often referred to as the chemical capital of the world. DuPont, one of the world's best chemical manufacturing companies, is based in and operates out of Delaware. Florida. Florida was voted the best state for vacationing. Home to the Everglades, miles of beaches, and Disney World, it's easy to see why over 100 million Americans visit Florida every year. Georgia. Georgia may be nicknamed the Peach State, but its real claim to fame is it's best at growing onions. The Vidalia onions, which are some of the world's sweetest, are only grown in 20 counties in the southern state. Hawaii. Hawaii contains 33 miles of swimming beaches surrounding the islands of Hawaii. Among these you'll find Maui's Kapuala Bay Beach, voted the best beach in America. Idaho. Idaho is the best state to own a home. Idaho is ranked #1 for home ownership thanks to its affordability and low foreclosure rates. Illinois. Driving through Illinois, you might notice a lot of corn, but the state is actually responsible for 95% of pumpkins and gourds in the United States. So if you like pumpkin pie, there's a good chance it came from Illinois. Indiana. Indiana is known as the crossroads of America, and for good reason. According to NBC, Indiana has the best infrastructure in the country. Indiana's rail network carries 277 million tons of cargo each year, making it one of the most efficient in the nation. Iowa. Iowa ranks #1 in beef, pork, corn, soybean production, so it's safe to say that Iowa is the best state for farming, and they're good at it too. After all, one Iowa family farm grows enough food to feed 279 people. Kansas. The one agricultural category that Iowa isn't winning, though, is wheat. Kansas has the most wheat with 7.3 million acres of wheat-growing farmland. Kentucky. Ever since Colonel Sanders started selling his fried chicken at a roadside restaurant more than 75 years ago, Kentucky has been the go-to spot for crispy golden chicken, and it's world famous for its chicken there. Louisiana. If you are looking for a partner, you should consider visiting Louisiana since they contain the highest percentage of unmarried adults. Maine. Maine is the best state for dogs since there are no restrictions on dog breeds and over 76 pet-friendly beaches. Maryland. Maryland is the best state at making millionaires. In Maryland, as many as 1 in 12 households have $1 million. Massachusetts. Massachusetts has the highest average income, with the average Bay Stater making around $76,600 per year. Michigan. Michigan has the most golf courses and country clubs per capita, so if you are looking to play a few rounds of golf, Michigan is the best place to do that. Minnesota. In St. Paul, the average credit score is 709 out of 850, making Minnesota the state with the highest overall credit score. Mississippi. Mississippi raises more catfish than any other state. Approximately 70% of the nation's catfish comes from Mississippi, with Belzoni, Mississippi being the catfish capital of the world. Missouri. Missouri has the best state fair. recognized by the International Association of Fairs and Expositions as #1 in 13 categories. Montana. Montana has the most state pride. When all 50 states were surveyed, 77% of Montana residents said their state was the best state to live in, showing how proud they are of their home. Nebraska. Nebraska leads the nation in high school graduation with 93.7% of their students graduating. Nevada. Nevada is the best state for rock climbing. With more mountains than any other state and 300 named ranges, Nevada is the best destination for rock climbing. New Hampshire. New Hampshire is the freest state in the land of the free. New Hampshire leads the rest of the country in economic and overall freedoms. New Jersey. New Jersey is known as the diner capital of the world. New Jersey has over 500 nostalgic diners serving big portions of some steak and mashed potatoes. New Mexico. New Mexico has the most PhDs per capita, more than any other state. New York. New York leads the country in many categories thanks to New York City, but one thing New York leads by a long shot is skyscrapers. 8 out of the 10 tallest buildings in the country are located in New York, making it the best state for skyscrapers. And if you want to see the tallest skyscraper in other states, then click the video in the top right about the tallest building in each state. North Carolina. North Carolina is #1 in CNBC's annual ranking of the best states for business, with the state ranking in the top 10 for technology, innovation, and its workforce. North Dakota. North Dakota is the best state for saving money since it has the highest number of adults who have savings account according to Wallet Hub. Ohio. Ohio is the best state at producing astronauts. 25 NASA astronauts were born in Ohio, including Neil Armstrong. Ohio was also the home to the inventors of the airplane, the Wright brothers, making Ohio's aviation history fairly poetic. Oklahoma. Every state wants to claim they have the best barbecue, but Oklahoma is the state with the most barbecue restaurants per capita, so while the debate still remains for the best tasting barbecue, Oklahoma is currently winning in its popularity. Oregon. Portland, Oregon is the city with the most breweries in the world, and Oregon isn't just making the most, they're also enjoying it. Oregon spends more money on craft beer than any other state. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's Allegheny County contains 1,700 bridges, which equates to 2.3 bridges per square mile. There are 446 bridges within Pittsburgh city limits, naming it the City of Bridges. Pennsylvania also has the most covered bridges in the nation, so yeah, Pennsylvania likes to build bridges. Rhode Island. Rhode Island has the best donuts with 25 bakeries per 100,000 people. South Carolina. South Carolina isn't just the birthplace of sweet tea, but it also contains the country's only commercial tea plantation owned by Bigelow on Wild Malao Island. South Dakota. According to Bankrate, South Dakota's low taxes and happy residents make it the best state for retirement. Tennessee. Tennessee has the fastest internet speed, which is 50 times more than the national average. So if you're hoping to binge watch your Netflix shows, Tennessee has you covered. Texas. Texas is the best state for starting a business. Job growth, capital, and a business-friendly community make the Lone Star State the best place for entrepreneurs to chase their dreams. Utah. Utah is the most charitable state with the highest volunteer rate and the most amount of volunteer hours per capita. Vermont. Vermont is the smartest state. Vermont is first in educational spending per student. The state ranked third for high school graduation rates, fourth for IQ scores, and sixth for exam scores. Virginia. Virginia is the best state at producing presidents. 8 presidents were born in Virginia, making it the state home to the most presidents. If you want to see another video about every US president's first, then watch this video in the top right. Washington. Washington is the best state for biking. Washington is ranked the most bike-friendly state in the nation thanks to Seattle's bike share program and traffic laws protecting cyclists. West Virginia. West Virginia has the best pizza. I know everyone from New York and Chicago just lost their minds, but West Virginia does have the most pizza shops per capita, and the people there do love their pizza. Wisconsin. Wisconsin is nicknamed America's Dairyland for a reason. More than 3.5 billion pounds of cheese are produced in Wisconsin per year, and it's not surprising that it is America's largest dairy exporter. Wyoming. Wyoming is best at hunting. Wyoming has the largest percent of paid hunting license holders with 23% of their population. Make sure to comment which state you're from and let us know what you think your state is best at. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe. See you guys next time.